So how we doing today, guys? So today I want to discuss the science behind semen retention. How long do benefits actually take to come in? What benefits do actually happen? Is it just a placebo effect that a lot of guys nowadays actually think? So first things first, what is semen retention? Well, one, let me tell you, it's not the same thing as Nofap. Nofap has to do with avoiding fapping and avoiding watching pornography. Semen retention, on the other hand, has to do with no ejaculation. So you could even have sex, but you are not allowed to ejaculate at all. Now, in that sense, Nofap and semen retention are similar, that you are trying to get rid of a certain addiction. Ejaculation can turn into addiction, especially if you just get used to the dopamine rush. And even on semen retention, that can take place because you could just be addicted to having sex with girls nonstop. But nonetheless, you can do semen retention without having sex at all. But it's just about not ejaculating. You could even fap. For some guys, they actually do this. They fap, but they don't actually ejaculate. They tense their pelvic muscle. They do Kegel exercises. If you guys do not know how to do them, it's pretty much just urinating and then tightening your pelvic muscles just to stop it. And it's like a muscle that they say is between your balls and your anus. It's right between there, and you're supposed to like squeeze it really hard so you stop any kind of flow that's happening. I know that was extremely graphic, extremely detailed, but when I'm talking in these videos, I want to give you as much value as possible, no matter how uncomfortable any of us have to get. So another way Nofap and semen retention are similar is that the gray matter in your frontal cortex of your brain, it gets really small once you keep giving it that same dopamine rush, like whatever that activity is. In this case, it's constantly having sex, or if in Nofap case is constantly watching pornography. And you eventually have to start doing weirder and weirder things when it comes to sex or watching pornography to get that same dopamine rush that you get when you actually first started. Like, let's say the first time you had sex, it was this crazy rush in your mind, and now you have to do something crazy, like you have to tie the girl up and do some crazy kinky shit. I don't know, whatever you're into. But that matter in your brain, that gray matter, actually increases once you stop giving it that fast dopamine rush. And because you are not stimulated by either on Nofap watching pornography or either on semen retention constantly having sex, your sex life in turn will turn much better and it will improve better. You'll have stronger erections. You'll actually be able to get erect, which is also a problem in a lot of guys who do semen retention and Nofap. Now, I know I keep mentioning Nofap here and there. All right, let me cut it. Semen retention, man, that's what we're on right now. That's what I'm on, and that's what I'm thinking most of the guys who are watching this video are on. So after the first week, what happens on semen retention? Your testosterone levels increase like almost 50% to what they were before you started the journey, which is actually huge. And in turn, your voice gets much deeper. You have this kind of command in your voice. Whenever you say something, people can get more convinced through it. If you say an opinion, people can say that, okay, this opinion is the right one. Your energy builds up, your energy to work out, your energy to work itself. Say you're at work and you get some things done, and let's say 30% you don't get done by a certain time. By the time you're on Nofap semen retention, within about 2-3 weeks, you're going to be able to get 100% of your work done. Your mental well-being just gets much better. Your libido increases, your sex drive, because you get harder erections. You get more in tune with the person you're having sex with. Something cool that I've noticed on semen retention is I am able to adapt to any kind of environment, whether that be hot or cold. Now, I'm pretty sure this has to do with some kind of changes going on in my body, maybe on some hormonal or chemical level that I'm not really sure about. But for example, when you take cold showers, I am now just really able to get in there and take it without hesitation. Not just the fact that I'm driven and that I have the discipline to do it, but my body itself just feels more comfortable when cold water is hitting my body. It's almost like the normal temperature I take my showers at now. As I mentioned earlier, your energy increases, so your energy to work out increases, which also increases oxygen, blood flow to all tissues of the body, hence making your skin better, clearing up your skin, making acne go away. You have any scars on your face, those are most likely to go away. You have dark eye bags, those are more likely to go away as well. And for those of you who are in a relationship, your relationship will become much better because of this journey, especially if you and your partner have an understanding of what semen retention is and how you want to bring it forth into your relationship. See, what semen retention actually does is it brings out your true potential. To some extent, all of these things that we feel, all the benefits that we get, to some extent, I'm not saying all of it, to some extent, they are already inside you. It's just that you never had that fire in your belly, you never had all that energy inside you. You kept draining it somehow. On semen retention, you probably ended up having sex and ejaculating all the time. We end up reaching our full potential. We have that amazing drive. We gain so much wisdom and knowledge, and we just have that willingness to learn that we did not have before. We just feel more motivated to become the best version of ourselves. We become more motivated to just keep doing better in life and getting better at hobbies or getting better at skills and perfecting them. Now, in all honesty, this is the best part of semen retention, and that is sexual transmutation. This is when you take all the energy that you have built up inside you, all the sexual energy, which actually is the most powerful energy you can actually have in your body. You take that energy and you bring it outside in a creative way. You start writing, you read more, you do different activities that you normally would not do. The very creative part of your brain starts to open up, and you might start thinking of opening a business. You probably have more ideas of how to make some things that are hard much more easier for people. And obviously attraction, we all heard of it. It comes on semen retention and Nofap, but let me just tell you that it's real. See, your value as a man just increases, not just in your eyes, but in everybody else's eyes. Because since you already have that confidence now that you have all that sexual energy inside you, and you would like to release it by being creative and being the best version of yourself, other people can actually sense that, especially females. They can sense the pheromones that are coming off you. And this amazing feeling of confidence that you get, which will happen within a few months of semen retention and Nofap, you will be able to get out of your comfort zone, which is one of the biggest advantages I see of semen retention and Nofap. See, what happens is your brain is now in a different state. It's rewiring. It's almost completely rewired. So what it wants to do now is make other areas of your life great as well. Alongside with breaking your addictions, it now wants to perfect some other things that you may have been lacking in, or something that you wanted to pursue for a very long time but never actually took action upon it. Now your brain and your body have this connection, and they're like, okay, we're ready. We want to take on new challenges and we want to overcome them. You end up being so much more productive. You accomplish so much more. It's just getting shit done becomes your mindset. And when this becomes your mindset, you are on your way to become a great human being, not just for yourself, but to help others, or whatever else purpose you have in life, whether that be to make an idea easier, or whether that be to start a business, whether that be to become the best at something. You actually feel so much more motivated, and you have that drive, and your entire mindset just changes, and you're just like, all right, I'm focused now. I can actually do this. I have that energy inside me, all that sexual energy that was building up. Now you're releasing it by putting out these creative ideas onto paper and eventually taking action upon them. Alright, so right now I just want to discuss how I have been feeling on semen retention. It's been 109 days now, and this has been with Nofap and semen retention. See, I started with Nofap because I wanted to break my porn addiction, which I did successfully and by the help of God. So since that was done, I was able to look at women as people rather than as objects. And as I kept doing that, I felt more comfortable, I felt more confident when I talked to them. It was just like me talking to another guy or me talking to a buddy, you know? I'm not really looking for anything in return. It's just interaction. But the fact that they're a female, they eventually feel attraction towards you, and you being a straight male, you feel attraction towards them. Pretty much all of these benefits that I've just explained to you, all the science I've explained to you about semen retention is 100% real. In my experience, I am way more able to focus on what's actually important in life, what actually matters. My family matters, my health matters, my God, my religion matters to me. All these things that are really important to me, I'm actually able to focus on them more rather than before, where I used to waste time watching pornography or even wasting semen and ejaculating all the damn time. Now I'm able to focus on what actually matters. For those going through the flat line of semen retention, guys, just be really strong, because this is a time when you really have to show that willpower, show that you have that drive to not give up. Because I promise you, once the flat line is done, you're gonna feel freaking phenomenal. I've also noticed that all that nervousness that you get when you're actually about to have sex with a woman, it actually goes away. You're actually able to focus on the fact that you have a woman laying in bed with you, and it's just you and her, and you guys are about to have sex, make love, whatever you want to call it, and it's a much more intimate experience. Remember, the low libido thing is just a flatline thing. I made an entire video on that. I'll have that in the description if you guys want to check that out. Also, I'm pretty damn sure you guys just noticed that I just shaved my head again. Now, if you guys been watching my videos, in the recent one where I talked about semen retention, Nofap, when it comes to hair growth, I actually had the same exact look before, so I wanted to do it again. I just felt more comfortable in it. I feel more confident in it. I just feel more happy, man. I'm not really about that life where I want to spend 20 minutes looking in the mirror styling my hair. Alright guys, hope you guys enjoyed my video. Hope you guys got some kind of value from it. That's my new thing. I'm really hoping to give you guys some new knowledge that other creators may not have given you. Also, if you like my stuff, man, please hit the subscribe button. For those who already did subscribe, I love you guys. Thank you so much for supporting. Hit the notification bell. Check out my Patreon page. You guys can email me questions anytime you want about anything, man. I am open to talk about everything. You guys can check out my Snapchat. You guys got any comments about future videos you guys want to see? You guys can leave them in the comments below, man. Alright guys, let's be our own heroes, man.